Have you ever had a question about something and you really wanted to know the answer, but you just didn't want to ask the question because you felt like it was something that you should already know the answer to? It's kind of like when you're in a room full of people and everyone's talking about something and you want to say, I don't get it, I don't get it. Well, this is why we're creating this video, because my name is Nancy Mueller, and I am a life coach who works with women around the world. And I have found that regardless of their geographical location, women everywhere want to know that there are others out there who understand her obstacles or challenges. And for that exact reason, I created a podcast called Choices for Women. And in Choices for Women, it's a weekly podcast that I find wonderful, wonderful, awesome guests from around the world, and they come on to the show and they share some motivating, inspiring, empowering information for the listeners. And one of the fabulous women that I met and interviewed 2 times actually on Choices for Women is Louise Armstrong. Louise and I just hit it off right away, and it's so exciting for me to be meeting women from around the world. And Louise lives in Dubai, and her and I have been talking, and we said, we want to work on a project together. And so while we were discussing what project we wanted to work on, we decided that we wanted to create a video together, because we find that even though life coaching has been around for years and years and years and years, there's still so many women who don't really understand what life coaching is, or maybe they don't understand how it can really affect their life or enable them to transform their life in some way. And because it's been around for so long, they kind of hesitate to ask the question, to maybe call and just say, can you tell me what it is that you do? I don't understand. How are you supposed to help me? So that's why Louise and I created this video together. And basically, it's going to be everything you wanted to know about life coaching, but we're afraid to ask. So Louise, thank you so much for being here and being on this this video with me. I'm so excited for you and I to empower the listeners and the viewers of this video. So why don't you share with everybody who you are, how we met, why you're so fabulous, and all that good stuff.
Thank you so much, and it's a huge honor and a pleasure to be here today with you all. Nancy is one amazing coach, and we have a lot in common, and we've shared a lot of things over the past months together. And it's all about collaboration. We're not in competition. We're here to share. We work with each other. And this is something I so love about what we do. So me, what am I doing? Yeah, I love to help women, specifically women. This is my niche. I help women face-to-face and all over the world. At the moment, I'm building an online platform to reach even more people, because I feel that we have such a connection, and we really just want to share my message. Now, for me, coaching I was at a stage in my life where I really didn't know what to do. I was in a huge financial mess, and forever and a day, really, around 35 years, I suffered a destructive relationship with my mother. So with these things going on in my life, I really did not know what to do. I had no idea the next step to take. But I did the most courageous thing I have done in my life. I asked for help. And that was just the real turning point, really, for me. By asking for help, I was guided. I was given a safe environment. I was allowed to be me. I had all the answers, but I didn't know what they were. So I was really, I can't use a better word than help, to be fair, but I worked along a path, and I came to the point where, wow, my financial situation completely turned around into a lucrative project. And without even having a conversation with my mum, because we were at a stage where there was so much anger and negativity going on, we couldn't have any constructive conversation at all. So without even a conversation, we totally healed the relationship. I healed it totally alone, healing myself, forgiving and loving. And now the most amazing thing is Mum is on her journey. She is healing herself. So this is what drives me to do what I do. I was invited to become a coach myself. And this is my calling. This is my purpose. This is what I'm here to do. I have such a desire to be there for someone else, to provide value. It's hugely beneficial. And so today, Nancy and I have come together to share with you some of the answers, some of the questions that you want to ask, but you don't feel you can. So I really hope today will enlighten you and show you what coaching is really all about.
That is so awesome, Louise. And I know you're like me. You're so passionate about it. And I think sometimes that word passionate is brandied about so much. But, in thinking about this, it's all I can think about. That's the word that just keeps coming up for me, passionate. I am so passionate about life coaching and what I do and how I, help women just look inside themselves and question their beliefs, and it just totally turns their life around. And I think when women are ready to finally say, I can't do this myself, I really need help, that's when they can reach out and start looking for a life coach. Now, as you heard from Louise, her journey to life coaching came about because she was searching for an answer in her life. And I think, I can't speak for all life coaches everywhere around the world, but for the many, many, many hundreds of life coaches that I've talked to, interviewed, shared time with, I think that each of us has had that same common denominator where we've gone through something in our life, something transitional, where we said, something in my life has got to change. And when the pain of what we were going through became bigger than the fear of moving forward, we said, we need to just move forward. And that's what we did. And when we came out on the other side and we realized, oh my gosh, this is so liberating. Most of us life coaches, that's where we started from. It's exactly that, coaching about life experiences. So Louise and I wanted to come together and share some questions that are commonly asked when potential clients call us or get in touch with us and they say, I need some help, but I don't know where to start. What is life coaching? What are you going to do? Are you going to give me all the answers? And I think that there are so many women out there who have these types of questions. And because of that, they have this fear of not picking up the phone or not sending an email and getting in touch with someone because they feel like they should already know. They should already know the answers to these questions that they have. And not only that, but women are natural born nurturers, right? We're always trying to help other people. So we don't take the time to stop and help ourselves or invest in ourselves. And investing in a life coach is probably the most awesome thing that you'll ever do for yourself. I have had several life coaches, and I just feel like every one of them was a lifesaver. Louise, do you feel that way too, that your life coach was like your lifesaver?
Absolutely, yeah. That's a nice way of putting it, Nancy. Yeah, without a doubt. It's so true that I think you come to this place where you don't want to continue anymore with the way life is, whatever area of your life, whether it's your health, relationships, your career, whatever area it is, you have had enough. Absolutely had enough. You try so hard, and as women we do try. We try and fix everything. We've got to make it better. Surely we should know. We're fantastic wives and mothers and we want to be the best, but the answers aren't there and it doesn't work. It doesn't work, and we try and we try, and then it gets to a point where I'm so tired of trying. These old ways don't work. There has to be another way. And you know what there is? And you do actually have all the answers inside. You just can't see them. Well, like an onion, and all the answers are deep inside. And so coach will really help you peel back those layers, layer by layer, until you find the core, you find the answers, you have the answers. So it's a process, and it's very enlightening.
Louise, I like to say that you don't know what you don't know. meaning that we're trying to figure out an answer because we've got this challenge or this problem or this nagging something in our mind. We know that we need to change something in our life, but it's virtually impossible to make a change when every choice we make is based on the beliefs that we have. So when someone else, like a life coach, can come in and start asking you questions like, okay, so why do you think you chose to do this? How do you think you got to where you are? And then can help you just kind of peel it back, like you're saying. It's really enlightening, and that is one of the magical things that that life coaching is all about. So again, Louise and I are working on this project together, and I'm really excited for us to bring you these videos and answer some questions. This is a series in a 4-part video. So I hope you'll stick around, and if we've got you peaked and your interest is peaked a little bit, check out video 2 and see what we have to say. This is Nancy and Louise saying we'll see you next video.